One of the biggest myths about aging is that aging makes you less adventurous and less creative. Let's quickly debunk it so we're clear. You have more control over how adventurous and creative you can be, no matter how old or young you are. You can create new neural pathways in your brain until the day you die. You have neuroplasticity. So just like your brain plasticity, your level of creativity is something that you can exercise and practice. It follows the same use it or lose it principle as neuroplasticity. Creativity is also something that simply does not decline with age. You gotta exercise it and strengthen it. In this video, to help encourage you to dive into the different ways of expanding your creativity, I'm gonna share 5 big reasons why older adults need creativity, especially as you age. In case you're new, I am Cyn Meyer, the founder of Second Wind Movement and a life coach for older adults who are striving to turn their retirement years into their best years full of purpose and meaning. And a big part of that is fueling your sense of mental and emotional stimulation. A lot of that comes from your passions and creative spark. In private coaching sessions, I do hear about how people sometimes express, I'm not a creative person. And I do want to iterate that you are. We are all creative and have the capacity to think creatively. It's not just always in the stereotypical ways of visual arts, for example. Let's first briefly define creativity so we're all on the same page. Creativity is how you turn new and imaginative ideas into a real experience. It's when you look at the world in new and different ways or find hidden patterns, and it's when you put two things together that aren't normally correlated. And what about the output? While creative ideas are known to emerge in hobbies, careers, and a variety of works, they can exist anywhere in your life and take on virtually any format, not just the arts. And remember, because neuroplasticity exists, you can exercise and train your brain to be creative no matter what stage of life you're in. It's just about overcoming the conditioning that's been happening. For example, a classic study by George Land, known as his creativity test, revealed astounding results about creativity. After testing the creativity of 1,600 children at ages 3 through 5, then again at age 10, and then a final time at age 15, George found the percentage of people who scored at the genius level of creativity were 98% amongst 5-year-olds, and then it dramatically drops to 30% among 10-year-olds and only 12% for age 15, and a very sad 2% when the test was given to 280,000 adults. What that basically means is non-creative behavior is learned, more than likely in our school and work environments, but the good news is creative behavior can be taught and learned. And if we're talking about creative output, there's no age cap to the creative contributions that you gift to the world. It's just a matter of when you decide to start, peak, and then contribute your creative ideas. This can be at virtually any age. In fact, according to psychologist Dean Keith Simonton of UC Davis, some late bloomers do not truly hit their stride until their 60s or 70s. They often drudged away in uninspiring jobs for decades before discovering their true passion. And in case you want to check out some inspiring examples, check out our content on late bloomers. I'll leave a link to that in the description below this video just in case. For now, let's dive right into the big 5 reasons why you need to unleash your natural inclination to be creative ASAP. Number 1, creativity boosts your brain health. The first reason why you need to practice being creative as often as possible is it does wonders for your brain plasticity. The mere definition of creativity includes thinking in new ways, which means you're literally creating new neural pathways in your brain as you find different patterns and ways of looking at life. What's more, a study of 163 Australians found that while you're engaging in creative tasks, your brain engages multiple brain networks and undergoes divergent thinking, a stark difference in the location of your brain activity compared to when you're not engaging in creative tasks. And divergent thinking is a profound way to land yourself in new growth experiences, which are crucial to stimulating your brain and increasing its plasticity. So if you want to protect against cognitive decline and avoid a stagnant lifestyle, being creative is one way to boost your neuroplasticity. Not to mention, by stimulating your interests and pursuing your passions, which happens when you unleash your creativity, you become less bored and less boring. In a nutshell, being creative stimulates your brain in the best way possible and leads to better cognitive health and a more robust lifestyle. Number 2, creativity reduces stress and anxiety. A study authored by Heather Stuckney and Jeremy Nobel revealed there are many benefits of art that enhance your health and wellness. More specifically, 4 types of creative engagement: music, visual art, movement-based creative expression, and expressive writing can decrease anxiety, stress, and mood disturbances. Another way creativity affects your stress and anxiety levels is in how you deal with stressors. It goes without saying that stress has only harmful effects on your health, from mental and cognitive to immune and cardiovascular issues. If you're a creative person, not only can you reduce your stress and anxiety through creativity, but you're also more likely to see a stressor as a challenge to overcome rather than an obstacle that you can't. Which makes sense because according to a LinkedIn Learning study, in the business world, creativity is the most important skill that companies seek and need the most because it leads to creative problem solving. Stefan Muma, who published 6 books about creativity, including Creative Bootcamp, defined it: creativity is problem solving with relevance and novelty. And regardless of whether you're in or out of the working world, creativity helps you overcome difficulty. As Warren Berger, the author of A More Beautiful Question, put it, creativity has this amazing power to give you renewed enthusiasm and energy, even in the most difficult circumstances. Number 3, creativity gives you a sense of purpose. It's so important to tap the power of creativity because it can provide you with fulfillment and a sense of purpose, and a way to share your unique gifts in non-traditional formats especially. I cover this a lot in private coaching sessions, so it's worth mentioning here. The number 1 challenge I hear about when it comes to transitioning into retirement is shifting your sense of purpose, which is very much closely related to the shift in your identity and your role as you make this transition away from your peak career and peak family years. Creativity and fulfilling your sense of purpose will help you get there to your best retirement life. You just need to do what I call internal action before external action and gain that clarity first. By the way, planning this invisible stuff that goes well beyond the stereotypical financial side of retirement is my exact wheelhouse. So if you want help achieving your best life, that's what I'm here for. So check out my resources in the description below this video and go with what resonates the most. Either way, creativity is a must for finding your sense of purpose. One of my all-time favorite creators and author of Creative Calling, Chase Jarvis, declares, "Creativity is a force inside every person that, when unleashed, transforms our lives and delivers vitality to everything we do. Left unexpressed, it can be a poison in your life, leading to unhappiness, unfulfillment, and that feeling that there's something missing." As someone who's contributed a career's worth of vibrant, world-class photography, plus one of the largest online education platforms, Creative Live, Chase has creative experience worth gleaning from. Number 4, being creative makes you live longer. So it also lengthens your lifespan. Naturally, there's research to back this up. A study that followed over 1,000 older men collected data for an 18-year span and found that creativity is the only factor in the study that decreased mortality risk. One theory explaining why is that it draws on a range of neural networks in your brain, which helps you age successfully. For example, if you play a musical instrument, it's a full body brain workout that engages auditory, visual, and motor skills at the same time, which produces long-term positive effects. And according to Nicholas Turiano, who's an author of the study, keeping the brain healthy may be one of the most important aspects of aging successfully, a fact shown by creative persons living longer in our study. What's more, the National Endowment for the Arts and George Washington University co-published a creativity and aging study that revealed older adults who participate in creative cultural programs experience better health, fewer doctor visits, and less medication usage, more positive responses to mental health measures, and more involvement in overall activities. To sum it up, creative people tend to have better mental and overall health, more engagement, and ultimately extended longevity. And finally, number 5, creativity opens you up to everything exciting. It opens the door to so many exciting opportunities for you that are key to living a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. And more specifically, creativity opens up your mind. It gives you new growth experiences, and it gives you new meaningful relationships. And here's the relevant domino effect. By tapping into creative thinking, you're more open to new ideas, new experiences, and meeting new people who also crave interesting, fulfilling, and passionate lifestyles. Basically, creativity stimulates your life in the best way possible. So it's time to get excited about bringing more creativity into your life. And it's time to pay heed to your natural born inclination to be creative. It's calling your name. To recap our tips today, creativity is the way to make your innovative ideas, including your dreams, come to fruition. Creativity is something you've likely been suppressing for too many years because you've been encouraged to be non-creative. Creativity is also something that's naturally within you, and it certainly does not decline as you age. There are 5 big reasons why you need creativity. Number 1, creativity increases your brain plasticity. Number 2, it decreases your stress and anxiety levels. Number 3, creativity fulfills you and gives you more purpose. Number 4, it increases your lifespan. And number 5, it opens your mind to new and exciting growth experiences. So here's to unleashing your creativity and transforming your life to the one you dream of. Thank you so much for being here and for striving to be your best during retirement. We need more people like you to help shift our culture to be better. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment on this video. Every engagement that you make with our videos helps us do our job better of creating helpful content for this very important audience of older adults. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.